Today we're starting our lessons on probability, and at first we're just going to take a look at basic probability as well as the difference between theoretical and experimental probability. So the definition of probability is simply the number of favorable outcomes, or what you want to happen, over the total number of possible outcomes, and that gives you the chance that an event will occur. A simple event is an event with one outcome. So for example, when you roll a die, only one thing can happen. When you flip a coin, only one thing can happen. Theoretical probability is what should happen, and that's what you're most familiar with. When you roll a die, you should get a 1 out of 6 times, or 1 out of 6 rolls. Experimental is what actually happens, and this you are familiar with as well. It's what actually happens, and you know when you roll a die 6 times, each number doesn't show up once. You might get a 3 times in a row. So that's the experimental probability. All right, taking a look at a few quick examples, and when I say quick, I mean quick. So our first example, we have a bag of marbles with a bunch of different colors in it, and we want to know the probability that we randomly choose a yellow marble. So again, probability is number of favorable outcomes. There are 7 yellow marbles out of total number of outcomes. If you add up all of the number of marbles, there are 25 total marbles. So the probability that we randomly choose a yellow marble is 7 out of 25. That is an example of a simple probability or a simple event. Our next example, what's the probability you randomly choose a red or a white marble? Well, if we add the 4 red marbles to the 9 white marbles, we get a total of 13 favorable possible outcomes. And again, we still have a total of 25 marbles to choose from, so that's our total number of outcomes. So 13/25 is our probability. And our last example for this lesson, we've got a family with 2 boys, and they're planning on having 1 more child. What's the theoretical probability of having a boy? Well, 1 out of 2. There are 2 possibilities for the gender of your child. Only one of those is a boy, so that's theoretical. However, their experimental probability, they have 2 boys out of 2 children. So experimentally, they have a 100% chance of having a boy. And here are your 2 you-try problems.